All right, we are monitoring that severe storm threat. Folks, of course, are wondering when we might expect to see this storm arrive.
Yeah, and the trend with the latest information is it's a little bit later, maybe a couple hours. So maybe instead of noon, 1 o'clock, it's more like 3 or 4. It gets started in New Hampshire and then moves east. So look at the notes. On and off showers tonight, not a big deal. Morning rain tomorrow, then the severe weather threat goes up afternoon. It's a rare tornado risk tomorrow afternoon through evening time. It does not mean it's going to happen. And I know the word tornado can be unsettling. I'm not trying to cause any panic. Just let you know there will likely be the opportunity for 1 or 2 or maybe 3, which is not a lot, but for us that's a lot, right? Shower activity coming in on the western side, 50s and 60s, onshore flow now, a very quiet, very tranquil weather. Let me get out of the way so you can see Eastport at 51. 63 Millinocket away from the onshore flow. And here's the severe threat tomorrow. There's a scale here, 1 to 5. 1 is the lowest. So the 1 is Greenville down to Bar Harbor. The 2, Rangeley, Augusta, Portland, up towards Coos County. And then we get to the 3, Carroll County is in the bullseye there, okay? And I'm going to show you that in more detail. Back towards the Lakes region of New Hampshire, Laconia, just outside of Manchester. Once again, this is more like noontime to the evening, earlier than that for them. And here's the threat breakdown as I zoom in and show you. Most of Maine is not really in much of a threat at all, but it's a moderate threat for damaging wind, okay? Flooding threat also close to moderate. Tornado, it's still a low threat for tornadoes. 5 to 10%, 2% is not a high threat, only a few. And there's definitely a hail threat anytime you got strong updrafts, to start doing the ping pong thing with all that ice up there. In the morning, it's going to rain pretty heavily, okay? The atmosphere is going to get raked over and washed, but then we get a break around middle of the day, and if a little sun comes out, you've got a powder keg, and then a spark comes through. It's a bowling ball of energy, low pressure spinning in the atmosphere. So through 3, 4, 5, 7, and once again, the trend has been later now for these storms. So now it's more like 5, 6, and 7 o'clock as opposed to noon 1 for the severe threat. And then it clears out. And then Monday morning, we have a few leftover showers, warm southwesterly and westerly breeze. Here, shower activity. It'll be humid Monday, more rain. The rain transitions to northern Maine Monday afternoon, and then we get just regular rain to come through. Severe threats. Here's the timing. Now, this has been slid a little bit, so it's more like damaging wind, more like between 4 and 7. Some large hail. Tornado threat is there, more like after 4, and there's definitely a flash flood threat. This normally happens with these storms. So here's what it means. If you get a watch tomorrow, prepare, follow updates. Conditions are favorable. If you see a warning pop up on your phone or on the screen here below, right where I would be standing, that means the storm's imminent. It would be a hail, wind, tornado, or a severe threat, and that means you need to seek shelter. You take shelter immediately. Small craft advisory is up. Seas at 2 to 4 feet. Wind southeast 5 to 15 to 20. Here's the forecast the next 7 days, and I want to stress there is a blog on newscentermaine.com. A little bit more detail than I have in my time allotted here, okay, if you have access to the internet. But I gave you plenty of information here, so if you don't get to the blog, not a big deal. But also on my Facebook page, I've got a discussion going on there. The severe threat's there, and then we clear out. Tuesday looks nice, but it'll be hot and humid. And then finally, Alex, after this crazy weather of 99 degrees without the humidity, 110 with the humidity, and now severe threat. Friday next week looks like a day that just everyone can relax, take a break.
We could use it, but very important information. Thank you, Jason.